I'm 27 and always looking for a waifu. Oh, this might not work then. I'm 14. What do you mean, baby? I love them tender and young just like those younger anime girls. Age is just a number. There have always been some disgusting people like this lurking on anime discords, attempting to flirt with minors, and it's disgusting in every case. I decided I was going to team up with a female friend of mine and catch these sick freaks and expose them to the world, and I hope you all enjoy it. We started out by making a post in an anime discord with my friend posting, "Hi, I'm new to the server and hoping to look for new friends." And we quickly got multiple interesting responses, but I wanted to show this one first. "Hey there, love the name Luna, so cute." So already we were weirded out, but we decided to test him and ask him about his age, which led to the chat we showed in the intro, so we're just gonna skip that. The next thing we sent was, that seemed a little weird to say, not gonna lie, you're a lot older than me. But this guy just kept on getting creepier and his response was very uncomfortable. "You don't have to worry about that, sweetie. I could think of you as a little sister if you'd like certain animes. Have you ever had a friend that was older?" I was with my friend at the time this creepy guy said that, and we didn't know how to respond at first, so we decided to take a chance and ask him if he normally talked to girls like this. Sometimes a few years older, but there's a 13-year age gap between us and that seems awkward. Do you normally talk to younger girls this way? This guy was relentlessly disturbing, and the way he was talking to someone he knew was 14 when he stated he was 27 only made things worse. His response? "Oh yeah, sweetie. I like to make them blush and shy like young anime girls. It's so cute to me. I thought about moving to Japan so I could be around girls like that. So many cute ones that are into anime." Imagine seeing someone 27 years old calling someone you know is 14 sweetie. So bizarre, dude, but we try to keep going and see what else he would say. "You mean you want to go to Japan just to be around younger girls?" "Don't be like that, baby. It's not weird. The age of consent there is 13 anyways. A perfect age for young little anime girls to explore. I've always wanted to go to those maid cafes so I could see them dress up. I'd tip them so much." People can have their reasons to move to Japan, but some of the bizarre anime fans have much more sinister reasons for wanting to be there, and the response from this guy and some of the others we've seen proves that. We continued to ask him more questions before we got weirded out and we had to take a break because it was just too overwhelming for us to continue. "Don't you think you should be with girls around your age though? That seems a little unusual to be attracted to girls so much younger." "Oh, I like girls around my age, don't worry. It's just that there's nothing cuter than a young anime girl calling me her big brother." We had to take a break after all that weirdness and didn't respond to him until the next day to see where things would go. Early next morning, my friend was up extra late while I was asleep and managed to ask him more questions, and it just got weirder from there. "Oh hey, did you still want to play Minecraft with some friends and I?" And who would have guessed his next response would still be weird. Minecraft would be wonderful with you, sweetie, but can I ask you a question?" Sure, what is it?" "Can I see a picture of your face? I bet you're really adorable and I was so curious what you look like. A beautiful name like Luna should come with a beautiful face." So my friend was put in a very uncomfortable position where she had to find a believable photo to show him of some random girl. She chose some cosplayer I believe from Instagram, but I didn't want to show the picture just in case, and his response got extra crazy. "Oh. Oh my, sweetie, you're looking extra delicious like a Sunday snack wrapped in chocolate cream. I'm not joking, you are beautiful." Now this was the point where my friend was just disgusted and had to take a few minutes to calm down after that revolting response from this degenerate anime fan. These repulsive fans of anime were all over her, trying to send creepy comments and get with her even though she said she was a minor. I don't know what it is about anime that drives some of the scariest people to attempt to prey on people younger than them, but this anime Discord gave us the jackpot of creepy. But despite all of that, after a decent silence, this creep sent another message that only made things worse, but by then my friend was ready to keep things going. All for the sake of exposing the dangers these anime fans can be to girls they perceive as vulnerable. Can I give you a dirty little secret?" "Sure, what do you want to tell me?" "I want you to be my little sugar girl. You should let me take care of you." So at this point things started to escalate. My friend was messaging me to wake up to talk about what she should do here. I figured it would be best to ask him what he even meant by that, but we both knew he was going to go down a creepy road. What does that mean? Now this is where it gets very disturbing. I'm sorry if it mentally harms the people watching this, but here we go. "I'm so glad you asked, sweetie. It means I'll take care of you, call you my little bunny baby, give you head pats and sweets. And in return, you take care of me when I come home from a long day." After that, my friend decided to wait a few hours for me to wake up before continuing to talk to him, and his request got stranger still. I don't know about this. I don't think my parents would like me doing that." "Your parents don't have to know. It'll be our dirty little secret. I have some things I'll order you to do, and it involves a lot of butter. We waited some more time to decide what to do until the early next morning when my friend was awake and I was still asleep, and continued to message him further to see what else he would say. And I should warn you, some of the things he says are disturbing, like always. I'm still not sure about this. What do you mean with butter? Well, you'll be my little anime cat girl, right? I'm pretty sure cat girls love peanut butter, right? It's so chunky but can also be smooth, just like I hope you'll be. So when my friend heard this, I was amazed at her ability to handle such a bizarre statement. It was insane. She had to come up with a response that didn't enable him, mainly because she didn't want him to go on rambling about his nasty preferences for women, but still see what this disgusting anime fan wanted to do with someone he thought was a minor. These anime fans lurking around on this Discord were vile people, and to think that they would be so bold to approach a female like this and make demands only solidified our beliefs that the creepiest people lurk in these Discords. Here's what happened next. That seems a little wasteful and strange to do with someone younger than you, doesn't it? No it doesn't, sweetie. It's just like some of those hentais I watch. You see, I put the peanut butter on my and then I put a little jelly in there too. Now, normally you'd call that a peanut butter jelly sandwich, but you're gonna call it lunch. This was the point where my friend and I realized the dangers these people provide to anyone they think is vulnerable or easy to sway. They will try to be nice to them to test for weaknesses or dependencies, and then slowly try to chip away at them until they can get what they want for their own sick pleasures. These anime fans are either taught by the awful animes they watch or hentais they obsessively believe reflect reality to treat women this way, and it gets far worse when they believe these minors are susceptible to their approaches. I hope as you people continue to watch more of this video, you realize the dangers anime fans who watch this type of content provide to society, and the awful way they abuse people they think are vulnerable. My friend had to message me saying she was disgusted and she was tired of these gross, nerdy anime fans messaging her all the time if they all had this intention in mind. I explained that we needed to expose these people to the world to show them the dangers they provide to society and make sure the people in these anime communities that are actually normal are aware of the red flags the dangerous ones have, so she continued to message this guy. That's a little bit too much for me, sorry. Maybe it would be best if we were just friends? Maybe we should take it slower then? You could start by calling me Big Brother like those other animes. That would be too weird for me. I'm just looking for friends to play Minecraft with that are into anime so we have something to talk about. Aw, that's okay, sweetie. I could be a good boy, but if you're a bad girl. So despite all the weirdness of his behavior, we thought for 1 second that he might have changed for the better and understood that the girl he thought was a minor wasn't trying to call him brother or fulfill any of his nasty hentai fantasies. Wouldn't that be convenient? That for one moment in his life, he might realize that this was a chance to reflect on his actions, stop watching anime all the time, stop thinking that the hentais he watches daily give him advice on how to approach a woman, and start learning how to treat others with respect. Spoilers for those still watching, he didn't, and he continued to try to pressure someone he thought was a minor into doing something she said she wasn't comfortable with. Thank you for being understanding, but what do you mean a bad girl? I mean, I'll take care of you, make sure you're safe and comfortable. I want to make sure you're always happy. But if you start getting a little handsy, you might get into trouble. Funnily enough, this was the point where he was the most understanding for once in the entire conversation. At least he made some progress and finally understood that this girl was not comfortable with him talking to her that way. Even though it was still so weird the way he slipped in this statement about how she should behave when he's the one acting weird and forward with her the entire time, it was a mess to read and painful to watch. The way these repulsive anime fans think they could just walk up to someone they think is female and start talking about smooching them regardless of how old they are just shows how anime has brought down our society to pitiful depths, and that it will only get worse until we finally acknowledge the danger it brings. These people are pure threats to our world and we need to call them out. I feel like I have to tell my parents if I'm hanging around someone like you just because you're older and stuff. Don't tell your parents. It'll be our secret and I'll be good. We'll play Minecraft together and I'll put my bed next to yours in case you get lonely. Even in the game, he's gonna try to be this creepy degenerate, boys. It's mind-blowing but also terrifying to think that there's people like that lurking in anime discords to try to find people to prey on. My friend and I aren't sure what we want to do next because we have to decide if we want to play Minecraft with him and see where it goes, or just make him join a voice chat and expose him that way, but we figured we'll save that for another video instead of just one. This is the danger that anime brings in our society, boys, because this is just weird. He kept talking about how he wanted her calling him Big Brother like all the animes he watches and referencing hentai and all this other nasty content. It's freaky. If you think someone in your Discord is talking to girls that are underage this way, you better be pointing this guy out and telling him you can't be talking to someone that way, even if they're a friend or someone you know. These people can't be allowed to think it's okay to predate on girls 10 years younger than them just because they watch anime too. It's creepy. There were far more than just this one guy sending in creepy messages, but we figured it would be best to show this guy just because there were so many that he just sent and they were awful to watch. We'll decide on what to do in a later video and how we plan to expose him in a way that shows he can't go around talking to girls this way. Regardless of what happens, I want you guys to stay vigilant if you're in a Discord server of how creepy people can act towards younger members, and always be willing to call them out if you catch them talking out of line. Don't ever let someone take advantage of someone else. They are nasty people, dude. Thank you guys so much for watching. I always appreciate the support. I'm so excited to keep on going further for you guys. My friend and I are going to figure things out and how we're going to catch this guy. I'll see you guys in the next video.